fire off a test. And they had several little testing scheduled and stuff. And, you know, just to see if it'll work. And then my dad decided to go for broke. Oh, what the hell, let's just blow the thing up. So they lit it, and they tested, I mean, it was sure controlled, but they test-fired it for 2 or 3 minutes or whatever it was. And then it was successful. It worked great. And by doing that way, coincidentally, they saved the $50,000 that they were over budget. And back then, $50,000 was a lot of money. Now it's not so much, but then, yeah. So they saved it. So here's Ole, had almost 50 years later, looked for my dad to call him to thank him. But because that project had come in that way, Ole was promoted, transferred, and very successful. And so he is holding that thanks, that soul print, for 45 years. And so he searched out my dad and called him and said, thank you for doing that. And now they're email buddies. So it's never, ever too late to deliver and to close, you know, and to loop into that soul print. It never is ever too late. So if there's someone that comes to your mind, reach out and call them again. Because they made a difference to you at a soul level. They really, truly did. Because you received their soul print and you undoubtedly passed on yours as well. So receiving the soul prints, you do it somewhat naturally. And it helps to be aware. The other piece of it is that you're really seeing each other. Because how many times do you know the name of the waitress that is serving you? That person is a precious soul as well. They have that inner divinity. So you have that opportunity to connect and to see their soul. Could be someone taking your money as you buy something. Just really engaging. When we go upstairs as practitioners, we witness your soul. We listen to you. And you can share as much as you feel comfortable. But we're there to receive your precious gift. We're there. And it really is important to be present, to really recognize the inner divinity within everybody. We sing The Face of God by Karen Drucker a lot. That song is like imprinted in me. And that's what I'm talking about. It's seeing that inner light within each and every person. And celebrating and knowing it's a reflection of your light. It's a reflection of your light. So anytime someone's serving you, connect with them. Really be present. If it's appropriate, ask their name. Smile at them. Sometimes a smile can brighten someone's whole day. And the other thing is, and we've talked about this before, random acts of kindness. Do things that people do not expect. Or do it anonymously and they don't know that you did it, but you get that warm feeling. The other thing that's key for me to remember is to have people who've been in my presence feel great about themselves, not great about me. So I want someone to feel good because they've been around me about them. And that's connecting to the soul as well. To really know how magnificent that person is and have them own that. Because we're mirrors for each other. We really, really are. So we get to share our soul prints by laughing, crying, and everywhere in between, and we do that here a lot. We really are one, and giving and receiving the soul print is so precious. And I just couldn't resist this. I wanted to end with a poem by David White. Some of you may know this one. It's called What to Remember Upon Waking. In that first hardly noticed moment in which you wake, coming back to this life from from the other, more secret, movable, and frighteningly honest world where everything began. There is a small opening into the day, which closes the moment you begin your plans. What you can plan is too small for you to live. Let me read that again. What you can plan is too small for you to live. What you can live wholeheartedly will make plans enough for the vitality hidden in your sleep. To be human is to become visible while carrying what is hidden as a gift to others. Repeat again. To be human is to become visible while carrying what is hidden as a gift to others. To remember the other world in this world is to live your true inheritance. You are not a troubled guest on this earth. You are not an accident amid other accidents. You were invited from another and greater night than the one from which you have just emerged. Now looking through the slanting light of the morning window towards the mountain presence of everything that can be, what urgency calls you to your one love? What urgency calls you to your one love? What shape waits in the seed of you to grow and spread its branches against a future sky? Is it waiting in the fertile sea, in the trees beyond the house, in the life that you can imagine for yourself, in the open and lovely white page on the writing desk? So what urgency calls you to your one love? Who do you want to share your soul print with? I know you're already sharing it with all of us. Namaste.